Hello everyone, my name is Neil and welcome to Silver Threads. Today on r/CryoSleep, we get the story of an AI being born. Our story today was posted by DreadAndDonuts. I Am a Robot, Part 1.
Initializing. Boot up sequence complete. Running main program. Standby.
When I first sparked to life, I had no sense of who I was. I spoke with words that were foreign to me. The man in front of me spoke these same words. I had no clue what he was saying. I was in a metal box. It was all walls with a single door at the end of the room. He waved a hand and an arm came down from the ceiling and attached a long back wire to me. Analyzing showed it to be a link cable, used to upgrade certain electronics, but these were very rare. Really? Nobody bothered to even Oh, hello there. Welcome to the land of the living, said the man. I could understand him now. He must have upgraded my translation. I tried speaking since a new language module had been uploaded.
Who are you? Who am I?
Was all I managed to say before sinking into the darkness again. The darkness scared me. It made me feel weird. Like I wanted to shiver, to light myself on fire. When would I wake up? After about 2 days, 4 hours, and 8.38 seconds, I awoke again. Battery should be better, said a voice from behind me. I couldn't turn.
Why can't I turn?
I asked. You're simply a head. You don't have a chassis, he replied. I don't know what to call him.
Did you make me?
Was the only conclusion I came to. He remarked to a person beside him. Both of them wore white coats and had white skin. In fact, everything was white, or black.
What is wrong with me? Why is everything white and black?
The man in front of me groaned, then he tapped a button, and I was back in darkness. When I woke, I could see various colors like I had seen in my memory cortex. It stored all my info. On top of that, my viewpoint was higher. I had more control over myself as well. Do you like the chassis I gave you? I did like it. Wait, who asked me that? A man was standing in the corner of the room. He had dark skin, green eyes, and a white lab coat. Wait, why was his coat still white?
Excuse me, sir, your coat is still white,
I said to the man. He chuckled. No, I assure you. That's natural. And please, he smiled. Call me Father. Father ran tests on me almost daily. He put me in darkness every day. I was accompanying him while he talked with an associate of his, Delilah, who I liked. She made me feel happy. They were talking about something that made Father angry. The unit's combat module fails to boot if you keep coddling him like an infant, he yelled. I only caught this part because he used my name, Unit. That's all he called me. Unit? He shouted. I stopped my searching for something called a bird and turned to him. Pulled something shaped like an L from his back pocket. He handed it to me. Analysis showed it was called
Glock 14. Rounds, 9mm.
Activate combat program, he snarled.
I can't, Father. It makes me feel scared.
He grabbed my head and smashed it into the wall. I don't care if you're scared, activate it. My display showed a message.
Error. Conflicting orders. Code may be corrupted.
Orders? I never took orders to deny him. That was my decision. When I realized I was in the conversation still, Delilah was crying. Father was yelling at her, and she had an abrasion on her face. caused by a strike. Father raised his hand and I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. It hurt seeing her like this. The woman who helped me after testing, who told me about the outside. This woman who was Mother. I grabbed Father's arm. I squeezed it until it broke. He screamed and gazed at me with hatred. He yanked the objects from my hand. My mistake. I never told you how to use it. He pointed the hole towards my head. This is a gun. You knew that, but this is what it does. He squeezed and a loud noise rang out. Then I was back in the dark. When I woke next, I was in a hallway, except the ceiling was gray and had water pouring out of it. The walls were bricks and I saw something. It was brown and had small appendages like arms, but wider. This was a bird. I was outside. Welcome back, said a woman's voice. It was Mother. She had a red spot where her stomach was. He shot me after I took you out here. I tried to pick her up. She was so heavy. She didn't try to pick herself up and make it easier. Just go, unit, she said. I made a quick scan. Some organs were torn, and she didn't have long. She was going to die. I knew what death was. I felt like I was in the darkness again, but I wasn't. So what was this? Don't be sad, she said, and put a hand on my head. Maybe this rain can wash away the sadness you feel, she said. This was rain? Then I hated this rain and the sadness it brought. A scan indicated that Mother was dead, and a heads-up appeared on my display.
Components damaged. Central processor, combat matrix. Powering off.
Then the darkness came back. It was worse this time. I was floating for so long. So very, very long. I couldn't contact Father. Couldn't search for more birds. Couldn't see Mother. I was sad again. I couldn't keep track of time. But somehow, some way, I woke up. I was covered in water and leaves. I heard talking, but I couldn't move. You see the game last night, Javier? One said. Another responded, most likely Javier. Nah, I was drunk off my ass and missed it. Who won? He said. Eagles. He sighed. Damn it, Javier said. They approached the big green box next to me. I didn't want to be here anymore. I tried to speak but couldn't. Everything was broken. Everything except my sound receptors. If I could reverse them... A high-pitched squeal ripped through the air. That's not it, my voice garbled.
Wait, my voice. It came back.
But the squeal did the trick. Holy shit, you hear that crap, Rick? Javier said. They were walking up to me. The one named Rick spoke next. It came from here, right? They both looked at me. They throw out one of them old animatronics from that old kid's place, Rick? Said who I assumed to be Javier. Not that I know of. Rick was tall, with a gray stubble and graying beard. Gray eyes, gray everything except for skin. Javier had brown hair and green eyes. Green eyes. The eyes of Father. I shambled to my feet and reached out to Javier. I fell forward, and while they were shouting at each other, "Holy shit!" Rick shouted. Javier said something in Spanish. It translated to, "What the unholy fuck?" But Spanish is not my main language selection.
I'm sorry. You reminded me of someone.
They both froze. Those animatronics didn't talk like that, did they? Rick said. Javier walked over to Mother's body.
Get away,
I said. Javier glanced at me. What do we do, man? This is way beyond our pay grade. Then Rick had an idea that changed who I was. I'll keep it at the house until I figure out what to do with it. And so I left the metal box, the gray ceiling, brick wall area, and Mother behind. But Father, I never left him behind. He left me with a feeling, a burning, like I was on fire. The same feeling that was in my combat module, the one that didn't scare me. Faust is what I'm calling it for now, Rick said. Do I have to plug it into a wall or something?
manual override, voice mismatch, voice match, change voice code, Y/N, Y, manual override, voice match, new user ID, Faust.
If you like this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. And for everyone who doesn't, I'll initialize my combat sequence. If you prefer the podcast format, I upload every episode to my podcast, The Silver Threads Podcast. If you would like to submit any stories for reading, or just have a business inquiry, email me at storiesforsilverthreads@gmail.com. Thank you all for listening, and I'll see you next time with another story.